too.
It does, doesn't it? It's really pretty. The camera's just picking up greens and reds. It doesn't see all the extra flashes of color. Buddy. It's going to be huge. Here he comes. Coming right for us.
Fish is bigger than I am.
Look at that.
That's crazy. Loggerhead teeth. Turtle.
Such a pretty.
Cute.
So pretty.
The color is so bright. Come on over here, buddy. He's like, nah, I was just swimming.
Morning is, or this afternoon is, we're just giving the otters a treat. It's a nice hot day, so they're getting frozen food inside of an ice block. And this brings out their natural behavior of, how do I get the food out of something? Of course, in nature, what they're eating are things like clams and crabs that come in a hard shell, and they have to crack those shells open. Here on the exhibit, we don't give them food in the shell because they crack it open against the windows, and those shells will scratch our windows up so that you can't see the otters. So by freezing stuff into a block of ice, it brings out that natural behavior for them. We want them to continue to have that problem-solving skill. It keeps them mentally stimulated. It keeps them practiced at what they do so well, and it's safe for the exhibit. It's not going to cause any damage to the exhibit. So it looks like what's frozen in there is some of their favorite foods, some clams and some shrimp. I don't know if there's any squid in there. Squid is just shrimp mostly? Okay, so they're just getting kind of dessert with their ice blocks. They also like to chew on the ice itself because our ice, we make it with fresh water. So for the otters, that's kind of a special treat. They can actually drink seawater. Their bodies can accommodate that seawater. We're cracking it open over here. But they aren't certainly going to turn down the opportunity to have fresh water. That's probably tastes kind of sweet to them since they're used to drinking seawater. They're using, oh, this one's cracking underneath on the rocks, so we're working on it. And as the ice is in the water itself, it starts to melt, so I can see the shrimp are becoming more accessible to them. So, oh boy, we got one loose there. That looks great. So the three otters we have on exhibit today are Abby, Gidget, and Ivy. Let me see if I can point them out to you. Okay, Gidget right here in the middle, Abby over there against the window, and on this side is Ivy. Ivy's the easiest one to tell apart. She's got the flipper tags on, so if you see flipper tags, you know you've got Ivy. Ivy is our youngest otter. She was actually the very last pup raised by one of our otters named Tula before she passed away. Tula was the very first otter to raise a pup that was not her own. And she was working with Ivy when her health declined, and so Ivy had to be weaned prematurely. Tula was an amazing otter and one of our exhibit otters for a number of years, and she started our surrogate program, and through that program our exhibit otters, Abby is now working in that capacity. When we have a pup that's been found out in the wild stranded where it's lost its mom, it's brought here to the aquarium, and once it's able to take solid food, it's introduced to an exhibit otter like Gidget or Tula, and they're taken behind the scenes, and that otter then raises that pup as if it's their own, acting like a foster mom or a surrogate mom.